You can view your chart of accounts in two areas. From the Finance tab, Chart of Accounts, or pull up your chart of accounts in the listing area of your screen. Alternatively, go to Settings, All Settings, and you'll see the Finance tab here, and click on Chart of Accounts. If you've imported a default setup, then your chart of accounts is automatically installed for you. However, you can import your own should you so wish. To make any amendments to your chart of accounts, locate the code you wish to change, and you can click on the Edit icon to the far right, and you can then make any changes to the description from in here. You can also add a VAT code if it's applicable in here. If you need to insert a code within your chart of accounts, there's two ways you can do this. If we scroll down to, say, the profit and loss area, so if you wanted to enter a new code, say in your vehicle expenses, then you can look at the last code used and where it totals from. So you've got quite a gap here, 7350 to 7398. So what you can do is enter a new one by copying an existing one. This is a very quick way to do that. So if we were to insert one between these two here, say 7360, then you can go to the icon on the far right, copy. You can change the number to 7360, and let's add one for parking, and let's say that the VAT is always going to be standard 20%. If you leave it as this, when you're creating the entry, you can change the VAT code at point of entry. Category code is still vehicle expenses, and save. That code will then appear in your list and is ready to use. The other way of creating a new account is go back to the top, and you can click on New Account here, and then add, depending where you want it, it can be profit and loss or balance sheet. Enter the number you want to use and the name. You can link a VAT code to it. You can also link a contra account to it. This will pop up. This is a good idea if you have, say, a balance sheet account you want to create for, say, depreciation. So if you're creating a code within the balance sheet, then this is the contra account in the profit and loss that would be used. And you can enter the key figure and also the account category that it relates to. You can also enter if the code is normally a debit entry or a credit entry, and access means it's open to use, or you can bar that, and you can also block direct entries. This is very useful for a balance sheet account. And then just save a new if you have a new one, or just save, and that code will then appear in your list. Also within your chart of accounts, we scroll down to the right hand side, you've got various icons. Ledger card, this shows you the activity against this particular code, and you can transfer it to Excel or print. You can also search on amounts, dates and entry numbers. You can also look behind that entry to see this transaction. You can also enter your budgets here. And if you have an account that you no longer need or is not needed in your chart of accounts, and providing that no entries have been booked against that, you can delete it. Should you require any further assistance on managing your chart of accounts, please contact our support, or you can use our chat line direct here.